debatable. FBC.
Urinalysis.
Yes.
So that's even for HMO patients that are doing fee for service. You can do urinalysis.
No, HMO is
Fee for
service.
they'll pay you for
Over
that.
processing
To do
too is a
urinalysis.
waste.
Thank you.
If I have to fill in forms in your hospital twice, at reception they ask for my name, they ask for my age, I get to the doctor, I get to the family. Can you please check your data, please? Come on. Yeah. So patients definitely won't like that. We can talk about reduce waiting naturally. We all know why we need to reduce waiting. Motion. Have you been to some hospitals, registration, and you're spending 15 minutes? Oh, hold on, let me go and bring this small card. And what did you say your name is again? Okay, I need to get another form. Come on.
Well,
with EMI, you've removed all
there are
that.
some
You know,
HMOs that require you to check in their patients.
that's why those
Motion.
You will call them.
we'll talk about how to
Yes.
arrange the
Yes.
workplace. Everything. So thank God you are all hospital leaders here. Everything your staff needs should be within a hand reach.
No, it's all there, but then
So
the
they don't
patient
need to
has
get up
wait.
and be let me look. Sorry, sir. Hold on. Let me look for. Come on.
No, they don't need to get up. Everything is there. The point
That one you're talking about.
Yeah, the problem
that
is that the patient has to wait
it
till
needs
they
to-
hear back from the HMO.
That is
Every
a
time
waste.
they come. It's a
That is
waste.
a-
It's a huge
There
waste.
must be the HMOs must have a portal in which the patient himself
That's
can
the
check
first
what I'm
waste.
covered for or not.
No, Mansard and I think Hygia have that. So it's easy. When the patient comes, we ask for
And
5
Liberty
minutes,
Blue.
they check, Liberty Blue, you check, you see that the person is still covered.
Oh, they have their own system
Yeah,
now.
Liberty Blue as you go
Okay.
ahead. But there's some HMOs that you have to call and you have to wait for them to send a code.
Usually
So
those
they can even
HMOs
start
they are not
seeing
rich enough to
patients.
deploy an electronic system.
And
So you
the
should
parents
watch
now
out
be there
working with
shouting
them.
that, hey, I've been here since. No, HMO has not sent code.
Horrible. So that is motion. Unnecessarily moving patients' specimen materials through a system is. You see some hospitals want to do operation. That's when somebody this forceps is somewhere. Let me quickly go around. I like your tray. When I was thinking about it, I remember your tray. When my son came for that, he just grabbed it, grabbed the wipe. Oh, you can't remember when my son came for his car.
Oh, okay.
So everything was within reach.
Okay.
That's what it should be. Your staff sits down. Every tool they need is within, rather than running helter skelter. But I need us to watch the last one.
Human potential.
That is the greatest waste we're all guilty of. Because when employees are not engaged, heard or supported, of course they will feel burnt out. They won't share their ideas for improvement. And you are paying for such ideas because you are paying their salary. You are paying for their brain also, aren't you? But you are not making use of it.
Some of them don't even share ideas.
Because
it's more work for them.
No.
It's only a few that you say,
No, but often improvement,
No,
improvement will lead to less work.
We are going
but
to.
they don't understand
Don't worry.
that.
We'll have this discussion after tomorrow. We'll have this discussion.
After tomorrow.
After
tomorrow. Not after tomorrow. I mean, when we're done with classes tomorrow. There's no Saturday. So we'll talk about. But so human beings are your most expensive and most important resources. Yeah. Because they could actually become your appendage, your representative, another face for you, another Dr. Bomu to engage the patients. Like Onaba mentioned earlier, when the culture is right, they all behave the same way, and patient has a standard experience coming through your center. That's what you want to work. That's the goal actually. Everything we've talked about here will be story if your staff don't have a shared mental model or what they should be doing in your hospital. Everybody should have an idea. This is what we should be doing. These are the vision. This is what our culture should be, and this is how we should engage people. They have been able to do a bit because they have like 2-3 women chatting. So and they are really hands-on.
Are they operations?
When I met, they are not afraid of technology or change. It was for years later when I wanted to have an ECG. When first day I met your mom, way back 2010, she had this ECG that was run from the laptop. I'd never seen it. So when I wanted to have an ECG, that was what I was looking for. You just connect the leads into the USB ports.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You don't. You can. It's as mobile as it comes.
The only equipment that doesn't work like that for us is the X-ray and ultrasound. Everything else
It's as mobile as it
straight
comes.
from the computer.
Just grab your system
Monitoring,
and
everything is on the computer.
Just has this port.
For
Just connect it.
The leads
So
are
the
connected to a
leads
USB port
have like
that
a
you plug in.
device.
Yes, then it's a software.
Yes,
Yeah.
the software
Yes.
will download the ECG. You'll be seeing it reading on the computer.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
think so
good.
too.
So you can
It's
send
still
it to
it's still
the-
operational.
It's very mobile.
it's still-
Yes,
After 10 years.
the first one. Are we still using that first one? I don't know. We have two now, Sha. That old one is still there. The old one is still
Wow.
there. It still works. I think two of the leads spoiled. We had them replaced and it's still there.
What's the name of the?
Wow, great one.
That's
I will check. Tomorrow. I will try and get the information this evening. We buy them from America. We have
Yeah,
a supplier that sends. No, you don't buy them.
Electro.
they are not.
They send us the-
Don't go to. They are
They
not
send us
available
even
here.
yes, even but no, we can find the electrodes, the leads, the electrodes themselves locally.
Oh,
So
okay.
when we are buying, we make sure before we buy a brand.
You can find
And you
it.
can find the consumables locally, or it's stressed to be importing consumables as well.
So they
So
can send it to your email.
Yeah, so we email the ECG results to a cardiologist. We
Oh,
don't have a
yeah,
cardiologist
that's what it
who will
means.
now report back via email.
That's
So
beautiful.
we don't have to go anywhere.
We snap.
Yeah.
so you can scan as many people as.
scan.
Abby, you can do even as many CGs. You are not printing paper.
If
You're
you
not-
wish, even if you wish to print, you can print.
Eh, but you don't-
If the
if you
patient-
can, but
if the patient wants
Wants
it, you
it,
can
you can
print
still
it for
print
them. You can email
So
it.
all you just needed are the legs.
That's it. But that device itself is like $3,000 or $4,000. But then that's it. Then the software. That's it.
How much? And that you have e-storage of all the ECGs.
Every
Not
ECG
paper.
ever done since the beginning.
Wow.
And
you guys have a nice
How
data
many
set
leads?
that a cardiologist should come and have a look at.
I think it's about
6.
No, it's more than 6.
Then there can't be less than 1,000 records in there.
Maybe 8
Eight.
or 9 years.
Then there can't be less than 1,000
It
records in
can be
there.
less than that.
Wow.
It's a whole lot.
Of Nigerians.
Can be up to 12. I'm
That's
sorry,
a
10.
that's a
It could
resource.
be-
Oh.
It's 8 or 10.
When I remember my AI cardiologist,
They put
I'll come
two
for you.
here, they put one there. Like quite a few. Sha.
Huh?
It's more than 6. That's what I mean.
10.
great one. But you know there's some that I think the probes too, ultrasound probes that you can run
On
that
the
way.
computer.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Mm,
I'm
yeah,
sure there'll be
they're
everything.
so
on
expensive.
So
it.
you can
They're
actually
expensive.
do electronic
That's
everything.
That would be amazing.
Six.
though.
18 million.
Because you see the other advantage of
No,
that
that's-
ECG is that it's very mobile.
Yeah, you can grab it and
So
go
you can
anywhere.
take it for home service and do an ECG for a patient in their house.
So sometimes you can even connect it to a special, not necessarily a laptop, even maybe a tab that has
Yes.
that.
Okay, like
the
an
problem
ISO.
is the
That adapter.
software.
The software you can install it. You can't even install
Like
it
a surface.
It
They
can
charge
be
you.
connected
They charge
to
you
this.
for the software for the ECG in particular.
per user.
But
Okay.
that's the problem.
So
per user.
there has
Oh, you have to pay
something.
one
The charge per user.
Yeah, so we only have it on
No,
one
you don't get
computer.
it per user.
Oh, per laptop.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
one per laptop,
Not
so
per
we only have
patient.
it on one computer.
So tools are done for eliminating waste. There's something called 5S. It's just a way of arranging the workplace for more efficiency. We'll go about it. Pokayoke is mistake proving. What I like using for that is that mistake proving your service, your product, so that before the mistake happens, somebody would have been, is it called? Somebody would have been what? Notified, yes, before a mistake happens. Can you remember these bottles that children can't open? You have to press.
Yes.
That is
Because,
typical.
Johnson's.
Child lock.
That is typical Poker UK. That means mistake proving it from harm. There's also one when you're reversing some buses. Come
A lot.
Then-
loud noise. Yeah.
When you don't use your seat belt. Yeah.
That would be
So those are so you can actually have the same mindset in services. I like what you did when you went to meet that patient that has spent close to 30 minutes. You're actually preventing errors. Before so you know your patients, you know by the time they reach the 15-20 minutes mark, the hunger is rising. So you go and douse it, madam, please. So before they have any issue. You know, that was what I was asking the other time, that do you have your front desk, do they do anything to prevent people from barging in like that
into the
into the wards?
so like
So-
I said, those issues happen only at night.
Yeah. So
When-
now you found out that they happen at night. What are we going to do? And it's because your front desk people look inexperienced.
Mm.
Is it possible to move the matron at night, just at night? Matron, you look, possibly the matron will look elderly.
The matron works during the day.
Oh, so she can't do night.
Let's forget getting
You
second
need somebody
year.
that looks like me
So
to
yes,
stand there at
so
night.
that is really
Come
they
on.
need somebody mature and that. But then most of the mature people are too experienced. They're not going to work nights. They just go
That's
somewhere
true.
else. So
There's
it's a
been a
challenge.
time where they had a couple of who get hungry very easily. They come, they shout, and then maybe one cute nurse who just out of
Douse everything.
they just smile, and then the patients will just start laughing, and then it turns to a joke.
That would
Yep.
be a
Oh,
man,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
The
of
other
course,
thing-
it's mad.
the other thing-
Smile.
Cute us, man, I don't man.
The other thing that works,
It turns to a joke.
maybe not everybody is willing or able, is funny. I don't know
Yes,
why.
it
For
does,
their
it
work.
works.
For
It
nails,
works.
Just
It works.
the
It works.
guy will just
When they-
arrange
once-
himself.
when they start shouting, they will call. That's when the silly girl at the front desk say, "Mama, you need to come and speak for them downstairs." Sorry, how may I help you, sir? What's the problem? Immediately that voice will
We'll
come
just
down.
rearrange himself.
In that same voice, you just say, "No, ma. You see, the issue was you are suddenly ma because you spoke funny, and if better yet, you have an oibo there." Go ahead. We actually thought about getting an oibo in our front desk.
Yes, so
Yeah,
yes, no,
yeah.
I can
Can you
that.
believe it?
Yes,
You guys
all
want to do
that's
that?
right.
Yes, we one
It works.
Russian
It
lady
works.
came.
Yeah, it works.
Yes, a bored housewife, exactly. She has a Nigerian husband who's taking care of her. She's bored. The children are a bit big. Come and just be there during the day. They will not say pay
3 hours.
and they will pay their bill.
They'll pay.
This guy.
Why do you think people back home here who scream, we don't maintain queue, and
Then you
all
get
that,
to
but
the
once you go
airport,
out,
get to Gatwick, everybody
just make sure
conforms.
Everybody conforms and you
Go.
are
Straight.
So we'll talk about 5 years pretty soon. Cycle time reduction, as much as possible, we need to study our waiting time and see how we can reduce it for our waiting time, not just waiting room, waiting time for drugs, waiting time for the lab, waiting times for the test, and see what we can reduce. Okay, waiting time for receivables, waiting time to deploy marketing services, everything that has waiting, you need to start understanding why so that we can reduce it. There's actually something, 5 whys. Oh, okay, it's the next slide. Have you used 5 whys before?
I don't know what it is now.
It's nothing serious. So somebody go hungry, you said, okay, let's go through that scenario. Somebody that go hungry.
Okay.
So tell me the story.
Okay. There are so many. Which
No, just like one.
Okay, so there was a patient who came to. Let me see.
Why?
Patient.
I've
I
started
think
why?
She was because the doctor was late. So this one was the
Why was the
doctor's
doctor
fault.
late?
Traffic.
Why would
How
the
about the
doctor
other
be late?
doctor?
Why didn't
She
the
wanted
doctor?
to see that particular doctor. We have a doctor who speaks Spanish.
Okay,
So
so
we have some foreign
that
patients
is
who
it.
want to speak Spanish with him. They can speak English.
Ah,
And he's not Oimbo, he's Nigerian, just like speaks Spanish. They want to consult in Spanish.
that is it.
And he was late.
So why was the doctor late? Really?
No, traffic. He was in
What
traffic.
do you mean traffic? We
Why
all live
did
in
he
Lagos.
leave?
We all know there
He
will-
left his
we all
house
know there will
most
be.
likely.
We all know there will be traffic. So
I
that's
think he
no
left his
excuse.
house late that day.
So doctor.
Doctor was late. It was doctor's fault.
So
But
so that is
front
why we
desk
didn't even get to the
shouted
5th
at
why
him.
before we know what
Okay,
the problem
so it's
was.
why I see.
It's just for you as leaders to get your people thinking. When you do this once, twice for your staff, before they come with you for problems, they would have thought it through because they know you are going to ask these questions. then they can start suggesting solutions. The next step will be they will start taking charge and solve the problem before they bring it to you. You know, it's in steps. That's how you build them up till they are fully in charge and they can do stuff. We talk about Pareto chart. You don't need to, Pareto chart is based on Pareto principle, the 80-20. The cause and effect diagram is a fishbone diagram. Okay, let me draw that. You can remember that now. What's the problem we have? Maybe let's see, what problem do we have? Receivables.
Receivables. HMO receivables.
Oh, HMO. Yeah, but we know the reason for HMO receivables, really. Typically, use this to find you're trying to investigate or highlight the reasons to identify causes for whatever issues you may be having. So normally you could do what you call the 7 ends of production, but that is for physical products, not really for service. Management, manpower, money, materials. Maybe we should do that. No, it won't work for service. That's the challenge I have. So let's just do it haphazardly. So what's the reason for HMO, for increased HMO receivables?
Because you've not suspended it.
What? You didn't suspend it. No. That can't be. Why did you rise so high? Probably you didn't send your bills on time.
Okay, that can be.
Bills not on time.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes they return bills.
Yeah.
Return bills.
Improperly filled forms and those types of things.
Man, that thing could be forms.
Sometimes they want a medical report before they accept
Yeah, that's
the
true.
diagnosis.
Medical report. You know, it's not one person doing this, it's a team. So you could actually draw this on. The next thing is to look for data. What level of the bills, of the receivables we have? What's the proportion? 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 Okay? Hello?
Yeah.
From the proportion, it becomes which one have the highest impact on us. So which of these causes has the highest impact on our increased receivables? When you keep zeroing down, first of all, does it look like a fish bone? Like tilapia fish bone?
Yeah.
Cause and effect. So when you go down and find out which one has the greatest impact on us, at the end of the day, you find out that, okay, by the time we deploy technology or we train our staff, you can remove 80% of your problems. But let's even identify them first. Okay? After that, you do proportion. When Dr. Ayato tells you to teach people that cause and effect, will you be able to?
The 5 whys.
No, 5 whys is, you understand the 5 whys?
Yeah.
I mean, this cause and effect, will you be able to? The 80-20, will you be able to?
Yeah, 80-20, I love this.
That one is it's applicable everywhere. Funny enough, 80% of the food you eat is probably from 20% of ingredients around you. It's applicable to most things. Though some people will say in Nigeria it's not 80-20, it's 90-10.
Possibly.
90% of your profit is just from 10% of your customers.
Or even from 10% of
But
your services.
so it could go either way. We've not talked about 5 years. You mentioned something the other time that sometimes you just leave the office upstairs and you walk around to see what's going on. That is Gemba walk.
By walking around, yes.
Yeah, that is Gemba
okay,
walk.
that's what it's called.
Understand what?
Gemba. Okay,
Yeah.
Gemba wall.
The manager comes out to see what's going on, see the challenges, then it becomes, that's what we are going to investigate. So what challenges do you have? Is it that you don't have knowledge, or maybe you are not well trained, or you don't have the right tools, even though you should be able to service our customers pretty well?
Okay, so
Let me tell you a personal story. My boss that I said I didn't like, when I got to Aija, truthfully, I went to meet him. Sir, when am I going to get trained? The guy laughed. You see? When I got here, I learnt on the job. The doctor sitting there, who taught you? Nobody. You learnt on the job. You too, you will learn on the job. And I was also make reports every day.
Wow.
Oh, those reports were horrible. Even I know. In retrospect, I know they are horrible. Not justified. Caps here. I wasn't trained. So later, a colleague now trained me. And I started doing, well, averagely good reviews. And my boss was astonished. Oh, your reports have changed. I said, yes, nobody trained me.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you didn't know how to? Yes, I didn't know how to. I asked you. You didn't. Okay. So, the man had been getting angry at me for something I didn't know. What concerns me? I didn't even know. Who cares?
There's some things that I feel like you can't train.
You can't train.
There's some, yes, so I don't know.
I understand what you mean.
So
Some
like-
people will say the Nigerianness in workers.
Maybe
Common
that's
sense.
that. Yes, so I'll give you the best example. When I
Who was I talking to? Debo is going to come tomorrow. It was about Debo was doctoral.
Okay, yeah.
Over the holiday, people just left. Nobody
Like
checked to see whether there was diesel or there was.
No,
Everybody just.
no.
Eh?
That only him.
And he was like, what do I
He
do?
does abandon
He's got
everything.
standard, he's got policies well
They
laid
just
out.
left.
People just disappeared.
So we Jesus.
That's what
They went on holiday.
Holiday. Every holiday, sound a note of warning. This must not happen. Just
So
abandon.
after you do, sorry now.
Thank you.
When you do first, this must not happen. Have you queried anybody?
When this happened?
Yeah.
Maybe when it used to happen.
Oh,
Like,
it doesn't happen
I
anymore.
preempt them. It must not happen.
Oh, great.
So we prepare for the holidays. You take one day, he takes one day. Everything
Okay.
is
Great. Nigerians are wonderful.
So I'm not even that one is like you said, it's training and implementation.
Hey, sorry.
No, it's fine. The one that happened was I was in admission in the hospital, and I noticed that the shower wasn't working, and there was a bucket in the shower store. It's not as if we even have a bath. All our rooms have showers. So I decided to do tatafo, and I went round to all the bathrooms.
Everywhere had buckets.
Everywhere had a
You're
bucket.
supposed to be on admission.
It was bed rest for pregnancy that I didn't think I needed. So I was minding my business. So I went around, yeah.
No, come on.
And none of them were
Was
working.
working.
So I called the facility person. What's the problem? He said, no, ma, there's no problem. It's just that the pressure pump sometimes is too heavy for the generator. That's it. I'm like, I don't
They
understand.
said no problem.
Can the generator carry the pressure pump? It can, but it's like it consumes diesel. There's nothing wrong. We are going to put on the pressure pump. As soon as they turned it on, water is coming out of the shower.
So your staff just decided
In
to
their
lower
mi-
your standards.
In their mind,
They were being
why
preempted.
can't you use a bucket?
Yeah.
What do you need this big overhead shower for? Was the
Do you know about for Fadesomi, one of the guys that died in the Ethiopian
I
crash?
heard his name after he passed away.
There was one parable of
Okay,
Showerhead. He talked about his experience in Sheraton in Abuja. Of course, it's a jet.
Yeah.
By the time one or two don't come out, that means it signifies there's a problem going on.
Yeah.
So he complained. And this one's like, okay, this thing is working now. And he says, look, this one's not working.
This
Okay, your own is too much. Why the other thing is still working now? I mean, from his story, he said, don't you guys understand? By the time one or two stop, it means there's a problem going on. You've got to.
Yeah.
They look at it.
No, nobody ever. And by the time it happens, somebody just puts a bucket there, doesn't try to find out what's going
wrong
on.
with the shower?
And they don't even tell the manager.
They don't.
And that's
they
that was
don't.
what annoyed me.
They don't
If you
say,
had
they don't
told
say.
me that this was the challenge you're having with the pressure pump, let's see how we can figure something out.
There were two issues
That's why that
regarding
paperwork
that.
is
Sha.
important.
Two issues regarding that. One, first of all, is
Paperwork
being able to
is
identify that
important.
that's the problem. The mindset.
Yeah,
They
that's
need
why I
to
said
be able to
you can't
understand
even
that.
train.
Is
We're
that-
too
that's the
used
problem.
to low standards
Yeah.
that anything goes.
Yes.
And we make that rather than have a professional mindset at the workplace, we bring that personal thing to the mind. After all, when the shower stopped in my house, I was using buckets. So why can't I mean?
So the second thing is about the management being able to pass their standard. Being like now
So
in my system,
everybody-
I know what my management is going to frown out. So when it happens, I say, Jesus, sorry, this can never. This is not supposed to happen.
You are a doctor. Passing on standards to you is not
It's very easy compared
your
to.
the easiest people to train in the whole hospital are the doctors. And the easiest people to train in a hospital, any hospital. I mean, once in a while you get an experienced admin person that is also easy to train. But training in a hospital, the doctors, you never have problem with the doctors. Nurses, pharmacists, lab scientists, then the more junior staff, the auxiliary nurses. By the time you are getting to junior admin people, security driver.
So maybe that's been the problem. I didn't know. I've been trying to wonder what the problem is. Why can't they get it? Like I was telling you, I went to talk to that patient. It was ideal. Like, sorry, I know you're with these patients that waiting for. Have you informed them that what they should be expecting? Have you told them that I'll be with them shortly? This is the waiting time they should be expecting. I've not seen them, but I will see them shortly. Have you told them you will see them shortly to take their vitals? Do you understand the importance? So to me, I'm like, why don't they get it?
Now you understand.
Like, why don't they? I mean, what do you have been thinking? Why don't they get
It's
it?
about looking at it from their own perspective
and their own
understanding and
experiences.
In your mind, in their mind,
And you will not even be aware, because I had an experience. I was in my consulting room. I saw a patient's relative now went down to the security man. I didn't know what she talked to the security man about. I just started, I was still walking. Then after some time, she came back again. I said, no, there must be a reason. I called the nurse.
Wow.
For that.
We are closing in 2 minutes. I didn't know. I thought we were still at 4. Man,
I now called
2 minutes.
I now called the nurse. I said, this old woman's daughter, I've gone to meet the security twice. What is the issue? They said the hot water system, they said is not working. That she now went to meet the security man to use his stove or something to boil water for her. No.
Oh my goodness.
They didn't
They didn't even inform. I called, I said, call me the orderly. The orderly came. I said, why is it that there's no hot water? She said, there's no hot water now. The sun did not shine. Sun did not shine.
For solar.
Dry season. Sun did not shine. And the water was cold. I said, really? I got up from my chair. The nurse, the orderly. I said, let's go down to the water pot. I got there. I turned it on. Hot water. I said, what is that the water did not? What is wrong with this now? She kept quiet. And I was angry. I said, just pack your load now and go.
To the oddly.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
She left. The others now knew the importance of that. A patient in need of hot water, you must give. If there's a problem, let me know.
Oh, was it that they were hoarding the water? That's so confusing.
They didn't want to fetch water for the woman. It's additional work for them. So they will just say it's not working.
Exactly.
It's
Then
easier to say that.
the patient will now go and look for alternative.
Some of these things. Because there are times, you prescribe some medications, right? Oh, maybe the pharmacy
We have
downstairs,
closed.
it's not there. Those
Obviously,
medications are probably in the store. It's easier for them to just say it's not available. Rather than call or go to the store, call someone to this thing
so
is
these are the
out of stock
challenges.
here, bring some in and all that. It just Now, how do we?
available.
We're talking
we
about
we do
these
performance
problems.
management. Like I said earlier, if we don't talk about performance management, what we're talking about is just story.
Yeah,
Let's talk about performance management tomorrow. Maybe we'll get way through it.
please.
And I want to